You are listening to WJHS 91.5, The Eagle. Welcome to Media in the Making, a podcast where we look at the evolution of media from 1600 all the way to present day 2020. In this podcast series, you will learn how different forms of media have changed culture. Media in the Making, where media and culture are always changing. Now let's take a step back in time.
I'm Rye, coming in here with a topic that's not really out of the ordinary. We're going to be talking about Google, the search engine everyone knows about. Google this, Google that. We all use it to answer the weird questions we come up with every single day of our lives. And believe me, some of them are really weird. So how did Google become such an integral part of our culture? Let's give that a look, shall we? Google started out small, really small. Google was originally two guys in their garage working to create a part of the internet to access as much information as possible in a small amount of time. Larry Page and Sergey Brin were, at the time, a couple of people in their late teens to early 20s working out of their garage to create what would soon be a multi-billion-dollar industry. Google owns anything from drive services that offer cloud or server storage to YouTube, something everyone uses every day, whether for educational purposes or entertainment. Deviations of Google. YouTube is a big one. YouTube is a video streaming service where creators can film and edit videos to post to the internet for our enjoyment. It's very prominent in our culture. Everyone uses it, whether they use it to find how to do something or to find something to entertain themselves, like funny cat videos or YouTubers like Mr. Beast or PewDiePie. There are also other derivatives of Google, such as YouTube Music or Google Play. Google Play being the place where you can get apps for your various Google devices, like the Pixel phones or the Chromebooks. All of this is fantastic, but truly, how does Google work? Well, Google has a very large index of just keywords. These keywords can be anything from things about animals to be combined with other words, such as photos, that's in the search. Google has their own patented algorithm that they use to get search results fast. When you type something in that you're looking for, it takes the words that you used and scours the internet for something relevant enough to register on the first page of Google. If you notice, whenever you Google something, there's a little text chunk right below the search part that tells you how many results you got in a certain amount of time. Most of the time, it's under 3/4 of a second, which is absolutely insane. This algorithm is called PageRank. But a big question here is, how does Google manage to get me a result without me even having to go to the second page of Google? This all comes back to PageRank. PageRank takes each of the sources that could possibly come up with any keywords you use and assigns it a relevance score, giving you the one with the highest relevance score as the first result on the list. That's pretty awesome. But our driving question here is, how has Google changed how we find answers for different questions? A simple answer is that it's on the internet now instead of books. A more complicated answer is that we used to have to take forever to find an answer. Even on the internet, we used to have to log in, dial up, wait for a connection to go through, search, and wait for results to pop up. All of this on a browser that would give us answers in somewhere from 5 to 10 minutes. Now it's nearly instant. Having to wait for less than a second to get your results and being able to search for something so specific and get exactly what you're looking for, this is how Google has changed our way of finding information. This has been Rye on WJHS 95.1, signing off.
That was Media in the Making, brought to you by WJHS 91.5 and the Eagle Tech Academy Mass Media classes. Media in the Making aims to teach you about the evolution of media throughout history and its effects on culture. For more from the students, this podcast will be on the 91.5 website. That's WJHS.org. Thanks for tuning in.